Okay, I was not expecting that at the beginning of this episode. This armor that we made last episode at the end really helped out there. But yeah, alright, I'll try to get a proper intro. Alright everybody, welcome back to Taracraft as we're flying over what we built last episode. And since then, I've noticed that we have not made this road. If you can't tell, this right here, in between these two blackstone circles, that's supposed to be a road. And we are going to make it out of basalt. So I will need to grab the resources for that. But real quick, I just noticed none of my pickaxes have efficiency, and I know that I have an efficiency book lying around somewhere, I think. Yeah, there we go. And I don't have the iron. Alright, iron smelted down. We can put down our crafting table, make 3 iron blocks, and an anvil. I don't know why we didn't do this earlier, but now, I'm gonna do my silk touch. Alright. So now we should have, efficiency 5, which will make gathering the basalt a bit easier, because I want to set the generator. So I know you need some soul sand, or soul soil, and then you need lava and blue ice. So to get ice, I don't know if does anyone have blue ice? I might set it up at Guacasaurus's base because he has a haste 2 beacon, and then we can insta-mine with his new, then we can insta-mine with this new pickaxe. Alright, quick look at the seed map, and it looks like there is a ice spikes biome at like 2500, 3800, which shouldn't be too far from our base. So if we just fly in this direction, we should like meet up with it. And here we are. Alright. So now, that's satisfying. We can just get a lot of easy ice, and even this might even be enough for what we need, because then we could just make blue ice, and then we already have 6. So I really only need like 10 blue ice, and then I can make a simple basalt generator. But I think if we want to go on a much larger scale for our base, then we'll probably gather some more. Alright, about a quarter of a pickaxe later, and we got ourselves around like 9 stacks of blue ice, or not blue ice, just packed ice. So that's probably all we're gonna need for what we're gonna do. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just out here gathering lava, and apparently that's the first time I've ever collected lava in a bucket. That's pretty interesting. Solid block on top. Rail, powered rail. And that's gonna work, right? Yeah, okay. So then we just walk up, and that'll start getting collected. Perfect. I forgot that doesn't work. Alright. It's a simple basalt farm setup. So now this is pretty slow, and I would like this to be a lot more efficient, because we are, big reveal here, we are going to be using basalt for our roads. It just looked like a really nice, like, cobbled, almost rainy block, just stone to use. So I'm going to be using that for the roads. But to make this faster, I'm going to need a beacon, and I don't have one of those. But as I was saying earlier, Guacasaurus does. So we're probably going to head over to his base with some materials, and we're gonna make another basalt generator, but this time it's gonna be Instamine. Okay, generator number 2 finished, and I can confirm that it does Instamine. It's a lot more efficient. So now we're getting a lot more basalt, which is very useful. So then we can start working on our streets to our city. Which, speaking of, I do want to head back to my base because I would like to get another villager breeder set up. And I've have some ideas for the breeder itself and where it's going to go in the city. I don't have the entire building laid out just yet. Can we get out of here again? Oh. Yeah. But I don't have the building laid out, but I do have some ideas that I want to do. For instance, I kind of want to make it into a hospital and then give all the baby villagers like their own incubators or whatever. So then it'll actually look like they're children and they're just been born or something. I don't know. But probably like some high-tech facility with a breeder in it and still try to make it look good. So yeah, where I'm gonna build this hospital or breeding facility, I guess, there's a lot of, so it's very different from a hospital, but it's like the closest real life thing counterpart of a villager breeder that I could think of. So we're gonna, I don't really want it to be at the very center or at the very beginning of the city, maybe more towards the middle, but yeah, I'm just gonna build out a pathway and we'll see where we want to build this. As I'm building this, I just keep thinking I don't really want it to be like very like urban. I don't want the streets to be super like not normal, but just not very straight and orderly. Like maybe I'll go diagonal in this direction, but I don't really want like curves and everything, but just something that isn't super organized but still looks good. Alright, we're back over here at the basalt generator because I did not expect that to take that much basalt. I don't know why I thought it would take so little, but for this scale that I want to go for, I'm gonna need a lot more basalt than like 3 stacks. And I was just starting to do like 1 block wide streets at the moment just so I could get an outline. But I do think I have a spot planned for the hospital, and I'll show you it when I get the streets constructed. Okay, as you guys can probably tell from Dark Shadow saying rip, well actually you probably can't tell, but my footage just got corrupted, and what had happened is I just died and lost a lot of my gear, but I was able to snag an elytra from Polar. The only downside is now I'm flat broke and no longer have an IOU from Dark Shadow. So I can't get anyone else to help me. But not all's bad because I do have netherite, so my fortune pick and my armor stayed, which is always nice, but now I don't have a silk touch pick to get my e-chests and stuff carried around. And I did actually end up finishing the roadways to the city. This long pathway down the middle will probably be just like a main central street. Then there's a diagonal path being connected by these 2 paths on the side, and then a couple branching out over here. I think this one or maybe that one will lead to a dead end. I'm not quite sure yet. But where the breeding facility or hospital, whatever, is gonna go, it's gonna go all the way over there at the edge of that, not inside of it, the triangle, but on the outside of it. So I'm gonna get my gear all prepared and ready, and we're just gonna start making a villager reader. I've died again, but I did end up moving a lot of the portals to the nether roof because I know people were willing to do that, and because I'm broke, I was able to make an offer with Polar that I could have an elytra if I were to move all the portals. So that's what I did after I died. But now I'm coming back. I'm gonna go and try to figure out where he has that elytra. I believe it's at his base, and we're gonna go grab it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just helped him get 2 more ender chests because I had some extra obsidian, and it might be this one. Okay, thank God I still have some fireworks. I need to get to organizing this ender chest eventually, but now we're back on track, and hopefully I won't die again to the nether, because now we're on top of the roof. Yeah, like I was saying, God, it's been a while since I recorded that, but we're gonna put the hospital right over here, or the villager breeder hospital, same thing. Ooh, haven't done that yet. But yeah, we're gonna put the villager breeder over there. I think I'm gonna quickly help them set up that end portal, but we're gonna put it around this area, and I guess we're gonna hop into a time lapse. And it's finished. I'm actually pretty happy with how I was able to fit this in. This design is by Logical Geekboy. This is the second villager breeder of his, I believe, I've made in the server. So I will remember to link it down in the description this time. Make sure to check him out. Really good tutorials and a really good YouTuber, in my opinion. Yeah, I was able to fit it into this 20 by 20 space, I believe, which I'm gonna try to set as a standard for all my buildings. This really doesn't look like a square. No, that's a square. Yeah, I'll try to make this the standard for all my buildings. But right now, I don't quite have an idea for this, and I do want to give you guys the full feel. Oh god, I just realized. This path needs to be out 2 blocks, so it's just going to be rubbing right up against this building. I can, if I really needed to, I could move that in like that, or I can go like that. But then, how I'm planning to do the paths will go out like this, and then there'll be a little sidewalk, which I kind of want to be 2 blocks. So I guess we're just going to have to take out this wall and make it part of the building. That shouldn't really be a problem. So if we're going to do that, let me just rearrange this corner things. Alright, corner piece is rearranged. And I think this building... Oh wait, I gotta rearrange them more. Yeah, the reason I'm just setting these boundaries for this building is so I don't make it too large or too small. Just so it'll fit the rest of the city, hopefully. I have a design sketched out, I just don't have it built yet, so... I don't think we're going to be able to get to that in this episode. But to give you guys the full picture of the city, I do want to finish making this road, including part of the road that's going to go in here. So I'm going to try to finish that up and gather some more basalt. So this apparently is the result of a full shulker of basalt. I haven't even done this part yet, which I did want to get done, but I just did not have the resources for it, which really sucks. Yeah, for the road, as I was saying earlier, the sidewalks, I was planning to use this black stone. I just want to see if it looks good or not. Oh, did not want to place that there. You know, I personally think it does look good. You can obviously put some normal blackstone in replace normal blackstone slabs just to add some texture and detail to that. But overall, I think that's a good street design we can use throughout this whole place. Okay, so now that we have this street done in this little area here, which is pumping out villagers, my god. Alright, well, okay. Alright, I was thinking we could start labeling areas that we want to do stuff in. So right over here, get some white dye out. This will be our hospital, which I was given another idea. Besides a villager breeder, we could also have like a potion area, because like potions kind of like medicine. I don't know. I'm not really going for too realistic, but just something that fits the vibe of a city, but is still Minecraft and useful. So I do want to put, at least give most of the buildings functionality. I do want a trading hall. So I think maybe right around here, one of the first buildings you go up to could be like some, not really bank, but just some market, some large shopping area. Almost like we could have different areas, so like a food section, tools and stuff. So it'll be like a combination of just like grocery stores and like Home Depot and such. Can you even dye these signs? I swear I clicked on them. Okay, you can. I just didn't do that good enough. There we go. Alright. Right around here, this is just gonna be for aesthetic. I don't think there's gonna be much usefulness in this little area right here. Yeah, but this area could probably be a park. I don't know if I want to put any functionality into the park, but just this little triangle seems like a pretty cool place to have one. As I was sketching out the roadmap, I did also think that I might want some sort of diner in this area. Maybe, like golden carrot villagers or something. I don't I don't quite know. That's about it. If you guys have any other ideas of buildings to put in here, I'm obviously gonna be 100% open to any ideas, but I still will try to come up with some of my own as we get further on. Oh yeah, and I also do want to fill these streets with stuff, which is why it is 5 wide. I might do some armor stand stuff, or maybe even release some villagers into the city at some point. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, this episode was a bit of a shorter one, but I have some tests and stuff coming up this week, so I am going to have to end it a bit early. So as always, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.